Good morning. How to source your handmade products from Alibaba with less than $1,000. Well, I saw towels made out of bamboo, and let me just go a little bit back in the past to share how it all started. I cloth diaper my children, and because I was into natural products, and when I placed the orders for the diapers and the insert and the wipes were cotton wipes, so they all came, and I look at the product and I said to myself that, well, I can sew them myself. And then I went online and I searched for suppliers for the products. So because I have wool diapers cover, which was not what I was after, but there was a fleece cover that I said to myself that I would be able to, to sew that. And then the insert came as well. So when I look at the insert, I decided that I prefer to go with flats because the flats will dry faster. And at that time we were living in an apartment and we were using a share laundry area to wash the diapers, and I will dry them inside. So the flat will dry faster than the insert that was so multiple layers into multiple layers. So, and then I found a supplier, I believe is naturesfabric.com, I believe, and I went there and I saw bamboo fleece, hemp fleece, the organic, 70% bamboo and 30% cotton, organic cotton. And then I purchased the fabric, and I purchased my sewing machine, which I have here. And I found another supplier, and I purchased the fleece. And the fleece that I purchased is very thick. It's different from the one from Joann's. I purchased some from Joann's as well, but those I had to double them. But the fleece that I purchased was very thick. It was just one layer. And I went to Amazon and I purchased the snaps. So, and I saw a lot of diapers while I was like, even the day that I gave birth. Let me charge this. I was sewing, I was putting the snaps on the covers when the contraction started. And for you that watch my video on the Mother's Day gift will notice that I have some of my children outside of the hospital. So, and let me see if I'm charging this right. So I was, so I saw the fleece cover and I saw the diapers. In fact, the flat as well. When I got the fabric, I thought they would fray. Let me turn this off. And I saw the edges, but later I found out that they don't fray at all, so it was not necessary. So I use my own flat, and I use the cover for years for all 3 kids. But I invested a lot from the start to buy some before I noticed that I would be able to sew it myself, and I purchased the machine on top of it as well. So over the years, as I was using those diapers and the wipes, it came to me that, well, those bamboo fabric could be made into towels. But at that time, I didn't need any extra wipes for the kids because I already have the one that I purchased. So I decided to go back to that supplier and purchase the fabric and sew towels. So I start sewing bamboo fleece and hemp fleece and bamboo and hemp towels, wipes, washcloths, and I will sell on Etsy. And many people purchase those towels or wipes or washcloths from me. So I noticed that out of all the things that I was selling, the soap was the first one, and it was still natural product that got me there, because when I saw the soap online, they were pricey, but they were not just all natural, and I wanted something very natural to use on my babies. So, and then I started making the soap, and later I started selling it. That's how Nina soap was born. And I created a blog to share my experience, my journey into through the natural products. So I started the website sharing my experience about natural products, and little by little I included the financial side of it, because it's not just about natural product for me. You know, there is more to it. So it's how we can live, we can transition from being an employee with a lot of debt to become an entrepreneur with a lot of wealth, but eating and living healthy lifestyle. So that's that. And that's how Nasop was born. And now, with lack of time, because I have a lot of ventures going on, I don't have time to sew the towels. So I decided to source it, and I have watched a lot of YouTube channels on how to source from Alibaba, and some will talk about the minimum to start with, how much you should have on hand, and it's about 3,000. So I discussed that with my husband, that many times I wanted to let go the towels, but that's what sells on my site. So I wanted to keep it because it's very dear to me. And finally I told him that I'd like to source it, but we might need about $3,000 to start that. But then I just said to myself that during this crisis that I'm just going to go ahead and start giving it a try. So I went to Alibaba and I searched for the towel, bamboo fleece towels, and I didn't really found what I was looking for, but I found 100% bamboo towels or washcloths, which was close or is close to what I wanted. So I selected 3 suppliers that I emailed requesting information from them, and I turned the email into an RFQ, which is a type of quote request. So that many suppliers that have the product could contact me. So many contacted me, including the 3 suppliers that I contacted as well. And those 3 suppliers, they are not all manufacturers. I think there is at least one distributor among them as well, I think. So, and I didn't use the original route advice to do that. And I know that there is a good YouTube, I think it's Good Warrior, the lady, the name her, I think it's like Good Warrior Life or something like that. I can look it up, and in fact I can look it up while we are talking. And I contacted those suppliers and I requested samples. So they said that they will send me samples if I pay for the shipping, and the shipping was more than $35 from each suppliers, and I agreed. So I asked them to put the order in Alibaba so that I can pay. 2 out of them did it, and I paid for the shipping, and they sent it. They sent me the sample. The sample came 3 days ago, so I wanted to open it. I have not opened it yet. So that's Good Life Warrior. Let me see. So she has very good YouTube videos on how to source from Alibaba. So, and I watch a lot of her YouTube videos and took notes. But then when I started, I went to Alibaba to start it. Well, the experience is different from the theory. So I just want to share with you my journey, how I started with less than $1,000. And I will have multiple videos on that. Let me see if I can find another one here. He has good information as well. I don't think that should have been cut. So I requested samples from 2 manufacturers, and then since the third one didn't get back to me, I went back to Alibaba the next day after I paid for the samples to look for another manufacturer, and I use a process that I like to share through multiple videos how I did it so that the video is not too long. And one of the suppliers contacted me, and during the discussion she asked me how many samples, how many items, pieces I wanted, and I said maybe 500 pieces, because the one that I contacted me before, one of them was giving me a quote for 3,000 pieces, which will be, you know, about 1,300 based on the unit price. So I told her about 500, and she said, okay, why not just place the order, because the shipping around this time is very expensive and it takes time. Well, and I thought it was a good idea, good suggestion from her, and I went for it because I wanted to give it a try. You won't know until you find out. So the product is not here yet because I did all that last week, and I just wanted to share the process with you, and I will learn from the experience, the challenges as well. I have came across 2 already, so that will be in short video, but let me show you the samples that came. And FBA, I'm just trying to see the second. The second, I'm not seeing it here, but that's his girlfriend, the lady. So they both have YouTube channel. That's it. So if you go to her channel, you'll find him as well. I'm not sure if I'll find him here. Yes, that's this one. So that's Travis Maggiani, I believe. So he has good information, and that's the warrior one. And the Project Life Mastery, they have good information as well. So I have watched their YouTube channel quite a bit, but until you try yourself, you won't really, you might have unique experience that will help you have what will work for you. So if you are trying to source your handmade products or source from Alibaba, well, you just have to try, but you don't necessarily need $3,000 to start. But I know that because I don't have all the infrastructure in place, the cost might go up, but not all of that will happen in 1 month. I will get shelves, I will get packaging supplies. Yes, I might go over $1,000, but it won't happen in 1 month. And maybe when I have the product here, that will give you more incentive to save more. And when you see my videos on how we spend our income, you'll notice that at the bottom we have investment, and I will say that, well, we put 500 on the side to invest in our business. That's how we invest in our business, by lowering our expenses so that we have enough to put to work. So I have, and you can see that I made soap as well, and I have that one drying, and I recorded the process, but I have not published it yet. So that will go, I will be designing a new website for the handmade product. They are not going to be on ninasoap.com. Ninasoap.com will just be the blog. So those are the packages that came. This one came I think I put the 19th of May 2020, and this one the 20, which is 2 days ago, May 20, 2020. So I have date on it, but before I touch it, I like to get my towel from here. So we already purchased these because I start thinking about how I'm going to have shelf unit here and have this in it. This is not strong enough, so I'm going to replace it with a sturdy one that I have for my canning supplies. I'm going to purchase one. So those are the overhead costs that will be added to the product. So the cost of the raw product alone is just a factor, but there will be other costs that will be involved. So we purchased this. It's about $8 something, but I'm not sure that's what I wanted to use. So there will be trial and error to get to the right product, the right materials. I believe I have one piece left. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to sell it. This is bamboo. Let me see if you'll be able to see it. This is bamboo. No, this is hemp. So and I really like those natural fabrics. And this is bamboo. And I should have so 400 GSM is this one, and you can see the year 2016. That's is heavy. I double mine, and it's very heavy but very soft. And the only drawback that I have is not really a negative things, but it just limit what you can use it. That's a limit, but it change you. What you can use it for is it has length, so you can now wipe dishes with it. I have used it to wipe dishes, but that leaves length. So that means when you take the dish, later you have to wipe it to get the length off. But rather than that, it's very good to wipe your hand in the bathroom, in the kitchen. It's so soft and very quality product, and I really like it. So, but I just don't have the time to sew a large quantity of it. So like I cannot sew hundreds in one day, but sourcing it, they will have the machines, and to be able to sew a lot in a short amount of time. So that's the good side of sourcing your handmade products. When you cannot just make a lot all by yourself in a short period of time, sourcing it to a manufacturer that has the structure to produce a lot of quantities, that will help. And so that's the idea. Now let's get to this here. Let me get my scissors here. And it came DSL. So this one is the first one that came. Let's see. And I put the 19 there when I receive it so that I know for sure which one came first. In fact, I should have taken a picture of it, right? And one of them, the second one that came, the lady emailed me to let me know that she is tracking the package and she knows that I received it. So if I can email her and let her know. So she put my name, and I don't know if that's my name in Chinese. But pretty much that's the company's name there too. And this one is well wrapped. And when you are opening those things, it's kind of good to just see, you know, the ethics, should I say that? How they, I mean, there is so many ways you can judge, you can appreciate the manufacturer as well. So, well, very beautifully wrapped. And so I will take it out to see. And she just didn't send me that. She sent me this as well. And I can just appreciate the quality. In fact, when I asked if they can send me a sample for me to see if, you know, how it is compared to mine, I was just talking about one piece, you know, and I said I'll pay for this the shipping, because one of them told me already that I'll pay the shipping and they will send me a sample. So when the other two contacted me, those two contacted me, I just go ahead and say, yeah, I will want to get a sample. And I just was referring to one. Now she sent me, you know, this. And the first one that said that they'll send me the sample if I pay the shipping, they didn't do it. Not just that, she sent me this as well. And she sent me a box, probably to let me know how they will package it, give me an option. So for somebody, a supplier that took the time to send me those items, it will be very hard not to go back to them and show my appreciation. So that's what I will do, to let them know that I appreciate their service. And yeah, I'll replace another with one, but I'll have the information in my files, because I don't know what else I'll find from them, and I don't know what this is, but we'll get to that. So now this is empty. We have this one as well, but before I open this one, that's why I will have multiple videos to make it very short, because this one is going to be a little bit long. I just wanted to know what came from this package. So now let's get to this one here. And that's the one that came the 20th. I have to say that those packages are kind of dirty looking. And this one is FedEx. Yeah, FedEx. Where am I looking at? They say Express something. It looked like FedEx to me, but I don't know. That one clearly says yes. budget. And oh, by the way, the lady that said, when I just placed the order, she told me that there was DDP. And I asked, what is DDP? And she said that door to door, they will just ship it and I will just get it in my front door. So, you know, with shopping from Alibaba, there is multiple ways they ship. Sometimes you have to be the one in charge. But after the production is, when the item is ready to leave the factory, you take over from there. So you have to find a way to ship your own product. So this one clearly, let me see. Okay, I think that's a towel too. So it has 3 pieces in it or something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to step outside to wash my hand and come back and open them. But I just want to show them to you, and the video has been long already, so I'm not going to open them in front of you, but just to show those products that I got. That'll be our first part, the first step, and the next video will be how I got online and start searching for those suppliers, and how I end up ordering a product without sampling it first. Thank you for watching. I'm Afiavi Ojune Liberman, creators of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel and owners of Nina Soap. And our website is ninasoap.com. And please, if you are interested in watching those videos how I'm going to source my product from Alibaba for less than $1,000, please let me know in the comments. I will try to post this video today and watch the comment to see if I will publish the rest. Thank you.